Kyle, another week. How's things going?
Yeah, we're progressing. It's I would say we're on schedule. We're now in the middle third of spring ball. Practices the next 5, 6 through 10, and so far we've made a lot of progress. Some guys are stepping up. Really impressed with Bird Ficklin, the quarterback, the freshman, true freshman. He's doing some good things. Running backs are showing a lot of promise. Still got to sort things out at wide receiver. That's a position right now that is still we're trying to determine who the real go-to guys are going to be, and it's going to be a process. It'll probably take all the way through spring and maybe into some fall camp, but we've got to get that decided. Offensive line, as advertised, got a good group up front. Defense, running around, making plays. So a lot of good things in the first 6 practices.
For that wide receiver room, is there anybody that you feel confident in, or is it more just kind of a pecking order type situation?
Oh, we feel confident in a bunch of them. It's just who's going to step up consistently and make plays. And so it's not like we're searching for a guy that can catch the ball or make a play. It's who's going to step up and be the go-to guy, because that has to happen.
What sort of progress have you seen from tight end Landon King?
Landon's done a nice job. He's put some weight on. He's about 10 pounds heavier than he was last year, so that's helped him. And he's kind of a hybrid. He's not really a true hand-in-the-dirt tight end, and he's not really a true H-back mover. He's a tweener. But I think we're using him in a lot of good ways and doing some different things with him. Dallin Bentley, speaking of tight ends, is really having a really good spring camp. For the first 6 days, he's been at his best. He's definitely playing his best football since he's got here. And so we feel like the tight end spot, although not as much 12 personnel and personnel groups with 2 tight ends that we've used in the past, they're going to still be a big factor.
You moved Hunter Andrews from linebacker to running back to linebacker, and now he's at tight end.
Yeah. Well, he's a hybrid. He's more a running back tight end slash guy. He's not really a true tight end. But anyway, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, just what have you seen from him through these first 2 weeks?
Good things. Good things. He's a typical big back when he's in the backfield. Does a great job in blitz pickup. He's got excellent speed. He's a 4.4 kid, so he's got the ability to go the distance. He was a really good running back in high school, over 1,000 yards his senior year, and he's also doing a lot of things at the tight end spot. So he's one of those guys, kind of like Nate Johnson, that's playing several positions.
How's Ryan Davis looked, and how's his connection, with Devin coming from New Mexico?
Yeah, Ryan's done a nice job, and he obviously has a leg up knowing the offense, just like Devin does, and just like running back Rogers does. But he's a guy that shows up every day, works hard, and really is going to add to what we're doing.
Do you feel this offense suits your offensive line and your strengths well?
I do. It's a run-heavy offense in a lot of ways, and our offensive line loves a run block, and I think that it's a really good fit for the personnel that we have up front.
You mentioned Bird. What was the biggest thing that stood out from him so far?
Well, just he's getting really good command of the offense. He's got a big-time arm. His arm is live, and he's accurate. And so he's put on some weight. He was a little thin when he got here, but he's put on like 15 pounds since he's got here. And he is really starting to feel comfortable in the offense and doing things that we saw him do in his high school tape.
You said that Wayshawn had the inside track on the running back. Who are the guys behind him that you're starting to see that could push him?
Well, Rogers is doing a good job. Daniel Bray, the freshman, is a guy that he's a little different type of back. He'll have a role for us. Hunter Andrews is doing a nice job there. Nate Johnson's also getting some reps at running back. And also when you have a quarterback like Devin Dampier, who rushed for over 1,100 yards last year, that's part of the running game and part of the run game production. So, we expect him to be a big part of it here as well this year.
Have you started to see any separation in the cornerbacks room?
Corners, well, Scooby Davis seems to have a really good hold on one of the outside spots. Smith Snowden's got the nickel spot locked down right now, and so the battle is really for that corner opposite Scooby. And right now I'd say Blake Cotton is doing some good things, as is Donovan Saunders, and who else was showing up? But Tristan Thompson's doing a nice job. So.
What about behind Smith? Behind Smith?
Benny, Jackson Benny is doing a nice job there, and some other guys that were, the nickel's kind of a specialty spot, and so we're trying to get the outside solidified first. Then we'll determine who's going to really be the backup or the third nickel.
Coach, I see you wearing your. Oh, is that the last one? Okay.